Okay, let's talk about this tapping of anointing thing. I was in one program overnight. Yes, overnight, and I was sitting down, and one guy just came. I was sitting. I didn't even notice it. He just came and tapped, knelt down at my front, and I was tapping. I mean, touching my feet. So I was embarrassed, and I felt somehow like, I'm not saying you shouldn't greet me, or you will greet me and all of that, but greeting me and coming to touch me for the purpose of tapping anointing and kneeling down before me. Who am I? I just need I just think that you guys, especially young people, you need to know that it's not about just meeting somebody and tapping anointing for them. Ogbeni, iṣẹ́ tó wà ńbẹ̀ pọ̀ now. One of my pages there now, you will go through the process. Everything is processed in this life. You can't just come and tap from somebody and just blow. Oh, lè blow bẹ́yẹn. Tó bá blow bẹ́yẹn kò wà healthy fún ọgbọ́n. You have to learn from people. If you look up to, oh, I'm grateful, I'm honored that young people look up to me and all of that. But if you look up to somebody, look at the good things that they have done. Look at how they have been walking their walk and take a clue from it. There is something inside you. There is something that you have. There is even more than something, a lot that you have that person might not even have. They don't even have what you have. Don't make effort to be copying from other people's anointing. Omi pe fake ni wọ́n gbà yín, wọ́n gbà tiẹ̀, wọ́n wo òkè kí wọ́n náà gbà títí ẹ̀. And put in the work. Grace is not cheap. Grace is not cheap. You have to be responsible. Grace is asking you to be responsible with what God has given to you. That is something that God has given to you inside you. Please, this is 2020. Please stop it. Please stop it. That's Elijah and Elisha matter. It was deeper than that. You didn't just come and just touch him and just tap. You can't just tap from people just like that. You have to. There is work to do. There is something inside. Stop relegating yourself. Stop believing yourself because you want to respect people, honor them and all that, but not for the sake of tapping anointing. Not for the sake of lè ló fẹ́ ṣe yẹn now. I'm robber ni ẹ nígbà tèmi ní títì èmi tí wọ́n wá fẹ́ wá gbà ń bẹ̀ láì gba consent mi pàápàá. You have to look up. Ó pọ̀ ń bẹ̀ gan. Your own original is there. It's even in you. It's in you already. It's inside you. You get? Thank you. My name is Shola Allison. Thank you so much for all your responses yesterday. I didn't even know. The thing was just pushing me to do, and I did. That time I posted it, I didn't know. I just did it. And thank you for all the responses I got on Facebook, on all my accounts on Facebook, on my page on Facebook, on Instagram. I couldn't put it on Twitter because I didn't know how to share that kind of video on Twitter. Thank you very, very much. We are starting. So most people said I should use my story, how I found love, how I found, not man's love, we'll say that one later, how I found God's love, how I found purpose and all of that. And I was like, my story now, I don't like telling my story. That's sweet things are happening now, but when all those bad things that happen, I don't like telling them. I will be telling more of my story when I have a lot of money, when I'm very when I'm very big. But then I know, I've always known that my life is too small to be the focus of my life. So here we are. How did I find God's love? How did I find purpose? They were happening to me at the same time, simultaneously. I grew up not being really cared for. So I was conscious of that being above early. I used to hear Ajoke Aye, Ashake Orun, the most benevolent, the most merciful. Ajoke Aye. So why was I not getting the care? Why was I not getting the one who takes care of everybody? So why was I not getting the care? Why was I left alone like that? So I became conscious. I asked questions within me. I asked a lot of questions, even now, since I was little. I will ask, okay, who is he? Why is he not doing this for me? Why is my mommy not here? Why is my daddy not here? Why is this happening to me? And all of that, and I will cry. But in those my tears, in those my crying, in those my cries rather, I was always asking questions that my mind could not translate into words. So, and I was getting answers that still my mind could not translate into words. It will happen, the way it happens for you may not be the way it happens for me. So then in school, primary school, I was always singing, doing cultural dance and all of that. And little by little, step on step, I started sounding a particular way. I started sounding this particular way that some people that should encourage me at that time would tell me to shut up, that what was I singing? Is it waka? Is it Fuji? I still remember their faces, I remember their names, but I'm not offended. But then, at the same time, I wasn't looking for them to like me. I had been disappointed very early in life by people that should like me that don't like me, that people that should care for me that don't care for me. So if you are telling me you don't like me, who are you? If you are telling me you won't play with me again, good. Did you play with me? Some people will say, did you? I spent 9 months in my mother's womb, How much more I'm here? Nobody played with me. I'm still okay. So if anybody told me they were leaving me, if anybody told me they wouldn't play with me or they wouldn't be my friends, it wasn't anything to me. It wasn't much to me. It could pain me. So I had this inner strength to stand alone on my own and do what I had to do. And I kept sounding that way. I kept sounding the way I wanted to sound. Here we are today. So it may, like I said, it may not happen for you the way it happened for me, but you have to get to a place in your mind where you will take your ears off what people will say. Everybody that invented something, everybody that brought a new style, everybody that did anything that people looked up to did not look like they were normal, did not look like they were okay. For instance, the person that discovered electricity, the person that discovered fan. Hey, fan, I'm always thanking God. Sometimes there's no light and we have to put on gen, and we are not big enough yet to have a gen that will carry all the ACs in the house. So we will have to put on the fan, and the weather would be hot before. So when the fan is on like this, every time I will say, hey, alafia, oh, may God bless the person that discovered this fan, So all those people did not look like they were doing something normal. People will sneer at them. People will think they were mad. What is that thing inside you? What is that thing that you have? What's that thing that's peculiar to you? And I'm not asking you to go and be doing something that all of us know that is bad, and you will say, that's what you should listen say, that's what your mind says. No. You have to, everything that you will do has to align with the laws of the owner of this land. The owner of this space. And who is the owner of this land? Who is the owner of this space? God. You have to make sure that everything you are doing, check it side by side with the laws of God. Are you adding to humanity? Are you helping humanity? Are you, making humanity more comfortable, more beautiful? If that is it, you will be aided as you go on. What is that thing that's peculiar to you? What's that thing in your mind that you are afraid of? What is it? Think about it. Think about it. Not like anybody else's own. Think about it. Thank you.